Hey folks, today is another good day. It's a good throw it on Thursday sort of day. I am in the mood to make some chili. I've been watching a few YouTube cooks throw together different chilies, and some of them look pretty good and some of them don't look so good. Some look over the top, sort of ridiculous with way too many things being added, and others are just kind of boring. You know what? I'm feeling like a different kind of chili today. I think I want to make a white chicken chili, and I'm going to make it in the slow cooker. This is a chili recipe I came up with a few years ago, and I really like it, but I haven't made it in quite some time. But today, it looks like the perfect day to make a slow cooker white chicken chili. For our white chicken chili, we of course need some white chicken. This is chicken breast. We have onions, some green onions. This is a little bit of cilantro, some garlic. We're going to be using white beans in our chili. I have some great northern beans and some cannellini beans. We're going to spice it up a bit with some green chilies and some cayenne pepper. And the stock we're going to use is going to be some chicken stock. If needed, we'll throw some salt in there. And we're actually going to finish this with some sour cream to give it a more creamy texture. I'm chopping up half of an onion. Pretty small chop. Now I'm cutting the chicken breasts into cubes. These are going to be sautéed a little bit, and then they're going to be cooked in a slow cooker for a long period of time. I'm totally anticipating this chicken is going to fall apart before it is done. But that's okay. The chili will have a really nice chicken flavor to it. The recipe calls for about 1.5 pounds of chicken. This is actually a little closer to 2 pounds. I'm going to use some of the green onions to flavor the chili, and I'm also going to use these to garnish the chili. Some avocado oil there. Green onions. Even though I'm going to be cooking the chili in a slow cooker, I think it's real important to give the vegetables a quick saute. And also in this case, I'm going to cook that chicken a little bit first in here. Add a bit of garlic. I prefer to use fresh garlic, but in this case, I am going to be using the old minced garlic from a bottle. Okay, I think this is pretty good for the vegetables. Now I'll get the pan nice and hot, and we'll do a quick sear on the chicken. I'd like this chicken to get just a little bit of color on it. Okay, I think that's good enough for right now. This is going to be cooking for 4 or 5 hours in the slow cooker. A can of cannellini beans undrained, and a can of great northern beans also undrained. These beans are pretty much going to cook down in the 4 or 5 hours we're going to have them on. They're pretty much going to become part of the texture of the chili. 2 cans of green chilies. Ground cumin, a chili staple. Going to put a couple teaspoons of cumin in here. Cayenne pepper for a bit of a kick. I'm going to hold off salting this till I give it a taste test a lot later in the cooking process. Some fresh cilantro. and a bit of chicken stock. I'm gonna put maybe a cup in there. I'll add more chicken stock later on if it seems that it's too thick, but I don't think it's gonna be too thick. Let's give this a good mix. One more thing. I dehydrated a lot of peppers several months ago. I'm going to put a good spoonful of that in here. That is really going to amp up the spice. I have this slow cooker set on low. We're going to let this go 4 or 5 hours, maybe 6, who knows. I'll check on it once in a while and give it a little stir. About an hour before we're ready to serve it, I'm going to add some sour cream to make it even creamier. It's now 5 hours later, and this is looking really good, and this house is smelling amazing. As I suspected, I really don't need to add any more chicken stock. I am going to give this a taste, though, to see if I need to add any salt. That's good. No extra salt needed. So, time to add our sour cream. About an hour before you want to serve this, add a cup of sour cream. I'm going to mix it in there really good. This is going to smooth out the flavor and the texture. I'm going to cover it up, and we'll see you in about an hour. An hour later, and we are done. Oh, that looks so good. You can see the chilies in there, some of the beans, and a lot of chicken. A little bit of cheddar cheese, some sour cream. How about some green onion? And a few tortilla chips. We're at my favorite time of Throw It On Thursday, when I get to try what I made. This being a slow cooker white chicken chili. I tried to get a perfect bite. Small piece of chicken, some beans, and some cheese. I think that's good. This definitely isn't a tomato-based chili at all. Nice and creamy. Has a nice rich flavor. That chicken breast slow cooking for 6 hours in the slow cooker really made it tender and oh, so good. I'm going to try a little tortilla chip here. I'm currently at the time of year where it's a little bit chilly outside. I always like making chili during that time of year. And changing it up once in a while and doing a white chicken chili, I think is a winner. It has a little bit of heat from that cayenne and those extra dried peppers I put in there. And that sour cream to finish it off really did make it nice and smooth and creamy. I really need to thank you again for sticking around and watching to the end of this video. I really do appreciate it. Slow cooker white chicken chili. I haven't made that in a long time. Really glad I decided to make some today. Hey, thanks a lot for watching these videos. Thanks for watching all my Throw It On Thursdays. And like I mentioned, I think in my previous video, we have several Rob and Patty on the Run videos coming up. Patty and I are doing a little traveling this winter, so I thought I'd do a few videos and show you what we're up to. As always, I am having a really good day. I hope whatever you guys are doing, you're also having a good day. See you next time.